Listen, when I get off this video, I'm going to upload the video that I made. No, once I get off this live, I'm going to upload the video I did on gifts, okay? So I did do the video on gifts. I'll upload it after this live, right? But listen, chosen ones, also in this season, this is what I hear. I hear that you have to be intentional. Be very intentional where you go, who you hang out with, who you spend time with, who you commune with, because we all know 1 Corinthians, is it 15:33? We all know 1 Corinthians 15:33. I want to say, look that up. 1 Corinthians 15:33. Let me see my Bible back here. And that's that verse that talks about bad company, corrupt good morals, something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. 1 Corinthians 15:33. Be intentional about who you hang out with it in season. Be intentional about who you give your time to. In this season, I'm very intentional about the relationships that I'm building, about the people who, who I spend time with in this season. I don't care what it looks like. If it doesn't feel good, I'm not going. If I have to think too much about things before I get there, I'm not going. I don't care what it is. I don't care who it is, what it is. And the reason I said this is because I had a brunch with one of my, sisters from the church. And you have to think about when you hang out with people, when you brunch with people, if you leave there feeling better off, if you leave there feeling uplifted, that is something positive. That is something positive you should be doing. But if you're going out with people and you leave burdened, you leave worse off than you were, that is not a person you need to be in communication with. That is not a person you need to be, spending time with, unfortunately. Regardless if it's friends, family, whoever it is, if you don't feel good when you leave that situation, if that situation don't leave you better off, if you're not sharpened, you talking to people and they're not sharpening you, they're not edifying you, you're just sitting on the phone wasting time, you're just fellowshipping and you're just hanging with people, just wasting time. You're not learning anything, you're not getting any nuggets, they're not edifying you. Those are not people you need to be around. They sit and wasting your time. You're just breathing on the phone. Come on now. Come on. You have to be intentional in this season, because what'll happen is, my grandmother used to say, birds of a feather flock together. And that is so true. You may have a pure heart. You may have good intentions. You may not think the person is harmful. But for so long, either you're going to rub off on that person or that person is going to rub off on you. But 9 times out of 10, that negativity is going to weigh down on the positivity. Negative is going to extract the good. You've been around someone who's negative, don't have nothing going on. Only thing they want to talk about is gossip. You're not talking about no visions, no goals. You're not, you're not talking about things that are lifting you up. Before long, you're going to be like them. Yes, you are. You're going to be like them. You think you're strong, and you probably think you got control. You probably think you're not a follower or anything. But if you keep hanging around a person long enough, you're going to become like them. You're going to think like them. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You have to be intentional about who you hang around, who you talk to in this season, who you give your time to. In this season, I spent so much time in my last season of my life wasting time with people. Unnecessary time that I'm not going to get back. In this season, I can't do that. I don't have the time to waste. if it's not edifying, uplifting, motivational, I can't do it in this season. Can't be pretending in this season. Can't be, quiet just because being quiet is the thing to do. In this season, it has to be intentional, purposeful. If something is not in alignment, it's not in alignment. It's okay. But in this season, be intentional. That's what I want to come tell you. Be intentional in this season. Don't go around people. Don't be going places just because you feel obligated to go. Don't be talking to people because you feel obligated to talk to them. Don't go around people because you feel obligated. Not in this season. It's not the season for that, chosen ones. It's not the season for that. You must be intentional in order to move forward. Hello, LaTanya. You must be intentional in order to move forward. And it's okay. Don't feel bad in this season. Don't feel bad because you don't want to waste time. You're trying to focus on something. You're trying to build something. Don't feel bad about that. People want you to feel bad because you're not participating. You're not going along. It's okay. You have a goal and you know what you need to do. So that's your focus in this season. That's your focus. You've given your time. You've wasted your time on things that were unnecessary in the last season. And this season is different. And this season is very different. And you must be intentional. That's what I want to come tell you. Be intentional. Which means you know why you're doing something. You know why you're going to a place. You know why you're going to, fellowship with the person or hang out with the person. You know why you're going to that event. That's being intentional. You know why you're doing it. You're not just doing it because, you feel obligated. You have to set your mind to be intentional. Have a purpose on why you're doing something in this season. Okay? So that's what I want to come share with you all too. So we'll talk later.